you were talking about creating a great customer experience and you're only as good as your last meal served. I did some poking around at your Google reviews and your TripAdvisor reviews, and I think both had around 4.4 stars with Google reviews at 5,000 some, which is a fair amount of reviews. Yeah. And then TripAdvisor, I think maybe had 7,000, and that was about 4.4 stars as well.
Yeah.
There was two I'd like to read for you, and then we can maybe talk a little bit about maybe how you got here. But I think this one's uniquely interesting. So it says, we were in Dublin for only 4 days. We ate at Gallagher's Boxty House every day without fail. We didn't even bother trying any other local restaurants because we knew nothing could compete. The food was absolutely amazing, and dining here was the highlight of every day in Dublin. So just to pause on that one for a little bit. I've traveled a little bit. It was Rome for a couple days, and I went to a restaurant, and plenty of other restaurants, plenty of other good restaurants, maybe. But so happens to the first night there, I ate at a fantastic place. And when it came to go eat somewhere the next night, I was like, I don't need to look. I want to go back there. I had such a good experience. There's plenty of other options. I don't care. Great experience, great service, great food. I want to enjoy that same thing again. I'm willing to forgo other options to enjoy that lovely experience again. So when I read that one, it really hit me because I've been there before and I think I know what it feels like. But from the owner, operator, restaurateur perspective, when you read something like that and it's read back to you, and somebody's visiting Dublin for 4 days, and I'm sure there's plenty of other options, but they want to go to your place. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. You should have tried 2 other places. It does. It makes me feel good. And I know exactly what you're talking about. And especially when you go, I tell my guys on floor, when you come, you're a stranger in the city, you'll make 2 best friends. One will be the waiter that serves you, and the other will be a taxi driver. And that's how you discover what's going on in the city. And they're so important. So our guys are actually trained in telling people where to go, what are the restaurants to visit, what museums to go and see, what good pubs to go, where to get live music and stuff like that. So we try to give an experience for the city. So not just pushing ourselves, because we're busy, but yes, that's phenomenal to get 4 nights and 4 days in a row. And shout out to those guys, and a shout out to my team for making that happen.
Yeah, there was a few names. I don't remember them all, but some of the names of your staff kept coming up in all the same reviews.
Debbie, Ogie, they're the top 3, I'd say, and they're just good at what they do.
Yeah, love that. I think that you're spot on. I never thought about it like that before, but when I'm in a new city, I talk to the Uber driver, right? I talk to the taxi driver, and I'm not even an extroverted person. If I was in the States, I'd probably just shut up. But when I'm out and about or in a new city, I'm trying to solicit. One, I'm trying to make conversation. 2, I'm trying to solicit information, right? Would you go here? Where would you go? Where, as a local, tell me what your favorite place is to go. So I think you're spot on. I never really put the 2 things together. And as I think about it, when I've been out traveling, there's a few conversations that still stick with me that I've had with waiters and restaurants that telling me to go here and there. And I didn't necessarily solicit from them, but great observation. I guess just on that note, where you've had the observation where customers make 2 best friends in the city, the taxi driver and say the server, and then putting that together to then train your staff to be listen, this is how it works. We're going to serve great food. We're going to get it out on time and it's going to be warm. But in addition to that, we want to provide a great experience for the visitors of the city. So this is some other things that I want you to really work on and nail is being able to recommend people where to go in other restaurants. I guess first part of that is how did you get there?
I guess just from travel as well. And hospitality is in our nature. I know it sounds cliche and stuff like that, but it is in the Irish nature. It's actually, hospitality is written in our old Brehon laws, believe it or not. So you had to have an open house and be hospitable if somebody passed by and have some food for them. But where that comes from, I guess, again, from travel, and travel is the best training ground for anything like that. But there's also our travel board, the government, do training, have done training 10 years ago for, what do they call them, Dublin ambassadors. So we'd put some of our guys on that. We also, in the past couple of years, I don't know if you've heard, I can't remember the guy's name, but it's the 30% rule. He's an American. Really good at getting your guys working on floor and understanding, because you've got the guest. He's sitting down, he or she, and they want to spend money, and it's up to you to make sure that they have a good time and enjoy spending their money. I know I work hard for my money and I love spending money, but you know what? I hate bad service. You can forgive bad food sometimes. Bad service is just, when somebody's serving you and they think they're above you, or they shouldn't be doing this job, or I'm studying to be, or, the best one is I'm actually an actor, or I'm actually a musician. I'm just doing this part-time. And I love actors. Actors are great because you can give them lines and you can train them in. They can be natural and stuff like that. But the musicians are as hard as chefs.
Prickly people.
Yeah.
One of the things when I have bad experience, I always say, like, why are you making it hard for me to give you my money? Like, why are you introducing friction points into this experience? I work hard for my money. I also enjoy spending my money, and I will spend more money if it's a good experience. But when it's bad experience or bad food or bad service or bad product even, why are you making it hard for me to give you my money? Make it easy for me to give you my money. That's the whole objective of running a business, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm in here. I'm sitting down. Like, how more difficult can you actually make it?
Right.
To leave a place with a bad taste in your mouth like that too. I'm old enough to know now it happens and you get over it and you move on. But a lot of the times I'd say, okay, forget it. You vote with your feet.
Yeah.
I'm not going back there. But sometimes I do too, because it depends on situations and where it is. There's a pizza place I go to, and I won't say where it is, but the pizzas are fairly good. But the service sometimes can be atrocious. You know what? Because it's easy and it's on my way back from our brewery into town or in home. I'd stop in quickly for something and I'd say, good, because they have good beer as well. But it's so sad when you look at things like that and you say, man, you could just make so much more money if you did this right.
Yeah. I mean, that's, and I guess that's where, like, maybe some people are, like, less motivated to do it as we.
It's not money the motivation either, but it has fit bills.
Right. I think at the end of the day, we're all in this for profit, right? Like, in my day job, I always talk about this. But when I'm in meetings with customers, I'm only there for the profitability of my company. You're only there for the profitability of your company. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Now, there's other things that are, you're passionate about the restaurant business and hospitality, I am sure. Would you do all of this for free? I don't know.
I might do a stat or two.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm learning. That's not for free. I'm there to learn something.
If you enjoyed that clip, the full episode is available here. Go on, press it.